Good afternoon, everyone. It's about 45 minutes into the American trading day, 3:15 on Friday the 23rd of August. I'm looking at VectorVest UK, and as you can see, the longer-term trend of the UK market is down, and that's been confirmed by price action. You can see this confirmed down, which has been in place now since August the 8th. So short-term trend is up, the longer-term trend is down. This afternoon I want to try and demonstrate the power of VectorVest to find safe shares, and safe shares that are growing their earnings strongly. And they've had a very, very good year. So on VectorVest, we place a value to every share in the stock market. We place a price appreciation potential over a window of 3 years into the future in relation to the risk-free rate for every share in the stock market. Very importantly, we in fact assess the safety and the predictability of the earnings, and we assess the trend. And we put those together into the master indicator VST, value, safety, and trend. And on VectorVest, we have a tool called UniSearch, which allows us to search for combinations of those that suit our trading style. Now, I can be fairly aggressive in some short-term trading, but in my longer-term pension-type portfolio, I'm more conservative probably than most. Under prudent, we have the most magnificent UniSearch. It's called Ruler Stocks. And Ruler Stocks finds those shares for me that are growing their earnings strongly and very safely. It's a wonderful combination. And the search itself is relatively simple. We look for shares that are growing earnings at greater than 14%. Now, on VectorVest, as I mentioned a second ago, we assess the predictability and the safety of the earnings stream. And we look at the balance sheet, the income statement, the cash flow statement of every company in the London stock market and AIM, and we gobble those numbers up. We buy them from Thomson Reuters, and we spit out one single number that represents the safety and the predictability of the earnings. We call it relative safety, and it's on a scale between 0 and 2. Above 1 is fair, and above 1.3 is excellent. So on this search, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for those shares that have got an impeccable track record of making money, where the relative safety is greater than a whopping 1.4. Now, during the course of 2019, our first buy signal, our first major signal of the year, where the underlying trend was confirmed by price action, we call it a confirmed call, occurred on the 9th of January. And I ran this search a moment ago on the 9th of January, and those are the shares that came out of it. Now, this is a UniSearch that looks for very stringent parameters. So you're not going to get many shares in the UK market that fulfill those criteria. In the US market, you're going to get many, many, many more. We've got 3 and 3, 6 and 2, 8 companies that fulfill those criteria. These are excellent companies. They've got the ability to safely grow earnings strongly. If I test those, and I'm testing all of them, that's what's happened during the course of 2019. Now, with no trading at all, the market's up 7.32%, not a bad year. That portfolio is up 17%, and we've taken 2 hits along the way. Dart is off, and Craneware, that we had, those people at VectorVest had a really, really good run in last year. Craneware is off 22%, and ladies and gentlemen, you should never really take a 22% knock. The VectorVest stop loss would have kicked in well before that. So for those of you that want to easily find the UK's safest shares that are also growing their earnings strongly, that's a really, really good place to be, and it produces a very respectable performance, well ahead of that of the market with virtually no effort. It's one of my favorite searches. It's a search that I certainly run every single weekend. I hope you find this useful. Thank you.